Hello people, nice to have you back, and today we are going to be looking at plugins, and under plugins you'll see the installed plugin, the add new plugins, and we'll also see the plugins editor. So let's go into the course. We are back on our dashboard, and then we are going to move on to this menu column. Alright, so we were done with appearance, and now we are moving to the next one, plugins. As you can see here, under plugins, the flyout menu reveals install plugins, add new plugins, and plugin file editor. And those are the things we are going to examine in this video. So I'll click on plugins here, and it's going to take us to installed plugin. You can see it is the one highlighted here. So this is where the installed plugins are supposed to show up, but right now we don't have any plugin whatsoever. Alright, we don't have any plugin installed, and before we go ahead to install any plugin, let me just explain briefly what plugin means. Plugin is a program that is used to extend the functionality of WordPress. Okay, many of us that are using phones, okay, is either you are using the Apple or you are using the Android. Okay, so for those that are using the Android, you have your Android operating system, and then you have the apps. Okay, without the apps, there are many functions you cannot perform with your phone. For instance, you want to edit a picture. If you don't have a picture editing app, you can't achieve that function. Whereas the Android operating system on itself is just there to help these other apps to function. Okay, while the apps will extend the functionality of the OS. So that's the same thing with plugins. The WordPress is there to help you build your website, but there are certain functions that you need, and you need to bring in extra apps. These apps are a set of codes. Okay, there are codes that by the time you install them to the mother software, which is the WordPress, you'll be able to achieve a lot more. Alright, so let's just see. As we go ahead to do this, we are going to understand further. Let us move to the next one, which is to add new plugin, and you can do that from here, or you can do that from here. So anyone you choose will still take you to the same page. Let's start with this one. I'll click on add new. Alright, so after adding new, okay, you come here and click on search plugin, and then you type in the name of the plugin you are looking for. So let us begin by typing in forms. Okay, so you do WP forms, let's see if we've gotten it right. Alright, you can see a contact forms by WP. So I'll simply install here, but just like the themes, you can click on this to get more information. So here you can get a whole lot of information. You can also see the ratings. You can see that 12,831 people have rated this particular plugin 12 star. So you can stand here and click on the install button, and you can see it is installing here. Alternatively, you could have clicked on the install button here and it will also install. Right, so our plugin has been installed, and as you can see here, it's now showing activate. So let me show you a second way to install this plugin. I'll open a new tab, and here I'll type in wordpress.org. I'll hit on enter. So it's going to take me to wordpress.org. So just like when we did for the themes, you come to download and extend. Here you can see themes, but we are not looking for themes, we are looking for plugins. So I'll click on plugins. Under plugins, I'll search for any plugin that I want. So let me come here and see. You can see this Cadence starter template. Let me see if I can get it from here. I'll type on Cadence starter templates. Alright, so I hit enter. Let's see if it's gonna come out from here, and you can see starter templates by Cadence. So it's the same thing like here. They just gave us a link for us to get it from here, but generally you can get it from here. So what I'll do is I'll download the starter templates because we'll be installing it later. When you click on that, it's going to take you to another page that you will download. Here you can get the description, get the rating. So here only 13 people are rating it 5 stars. Okay, 2 people are rating it 1 and 1 person is rating it 2 stars. So let's download it, and you can see it's downloading to my computer. So this is the second way I want to show you now. You need to locate where it is. I'll check mine is in the download folder. You can see it, Cadence starter template. This is the one we downloaded earlier, which is the Cadence theme. Alright, themes are not the same like plugins. So we head back to where we were. We head back to our plugins page, and here we are not going to type in the name of what we want to download here. Rather, we'll come to this place and then we click upload plugin. Alright, then we have this option for us to choose a file from our system. You click on that and then locate it wherever it is. I'll come to my download folder, and that's where I'll see Cadence starter template. I'll click on open and I'll click on install now. So it's beginning to install. As you can see, it's giving us the status report and it is done installing. Alright, so I'll go back to add new. I want to add another plugin. Okay, so a very important plugin that we want to add now is Elementor. Okay, you know that later on we'll be using Elementor to design our web pages. Elementor is a page builder, so I'm going to go ahead and install it now. So it's installing. Okay, we are done with the installation of Elementor. As you can see, it's showing here activate, and right by the side you can see another plugin, essential add-ons for Elementor. I'm going to go ahead and install this one because it's going to give us more functionality and it's going to add more tools that we can use in the Elementor dashboard. Scrolling down, you can also see here Elementor header and footer builder. So if you want to create header and footer blocks using Elementor, you can use this, and by the time you get to create it, it's going to override the one we already created here. So let me install this. It might be useful while we are working. Okay, so this is done. I'll be heading out from here now. I'll go back to installed plugin and let's see all the plugins that we have. So you can see here we have quite a number of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 plugins and we are going to use them one after the other. Alright, let me show you how to activate these things. While we were on that page, you could see by the side a button to activate it. That you do one after the other, or you can come here and still do one after the other and activate them. But then you can also check all of them. That's if you want to activate all at once. Come to bulk actions, select activate and click on apply. That way all of them are going to activate at once. Right, so you can see they have all activated, and now essential add-on is telling us to go through all this onboarding process, but I don't really want to go through all those onboarding process, so I'll simply go back to plugins. Okay, while here you can see almost all of them are telling us to upgrade to Go Pro, get WP Pro. So the thing is, with all these themes and plugins, you always get a basic usage. Okay, you get a whole lot of features to use without paying, but then if you want more advanced features, there's always the chance that you need to pay more, and that's the way the developers of these plugins get to make their money. So by the time you begin to get to the advanced level, you'll see that there are some things you want to do and you cannot do them with the free theme, so you just have to pay them some money so that they can unlock those features for you. So that's when you get to use all these pro buttons. I think with that, at least we've installed our plugins. You've seen how we can add new plugins, and let's say you are not okay with any of these and you want to remove it. You first of all deactivate it. Okay, when you deactivate it, you can see now it's not activated automatically. Delete will come out from here, so you can click here and delete it, or you can simply select here and come to bulk action, and here you still have delete. If you click that apply here, it is going to delete. Okay, I don't want to delete it now, so let me activate it again. I think I'll need it by the time we are building a page, and this one equally has some information here for us, but we are not really interested for now. So let's still go back to plugins. Okay, so under plugins, the last one we are supposed to do is plugin file editor. I'll click on this. So you can see what's going on here is the same thing that happened when we were looking at the themes editor. But what I'll do here, I'll simply click on I understand, so that I'll show you what it looks like. You can see it's all about the codes and everything, and you might not even understand anything that is going on here. Okay, so, and you can see the warning here, making changes to active plugin is not recommended. So all this place, I totally advise you don't come here and change anything except you really know what you are doing. Alright, so that's it for our plugin. I'll see you in the next course.